Hey everyone, welcome to my Science Center. In this video presentation, I'm going to go ahead and go through my entire Science Center, so I hope you enjoy. Right here I have my homepage, and my theme for the Science Center is going to be weather, and it is aimed at 3rd graders. So I'm going to go ahead and go into my first activity. Weather Watchers will be my first activity. Right here we have the materials that will be needed, technology to watch the videos provided, the My Weather Diary worksheet, which I will talk about more later, pencils, erasers, colored or crayons, and a whiteboard with dry erase markers. So right here we scroll down, this will be the introduction video that will kickstart this activity. Then we will lead the students into a small group discussion, and right here listed will be some main questions that would be talked about and discussed in the group discussion. Then the initial activity will proceed. So weather tracking. This activity will involve the students tracking the weather condition for a full week onto a weather diary. In the weather diary, they will describe the weather condition of the corresponding day and draw a picture to help connect the text together. Before starting the weather diary, the teacher will ask the students about some predictions or hypotheses they may have. They will be focused on what type of weather they will be seeing in that given week and why. Right down here is going to be the closing discussion after the initial activity has ended for that 1 week, and basically the discussion would just be to close out that activity. So then I'm going to go ahead and go to my activity number 2. Right here, it's weather predictions. So the materials, once again, internet access, a book called The Meteorologist and Me by Brittany Ship, a weekly weather report worksheet that will be located below, markers, crayons, pencils, and then some hanging clips to hang the papers in the classroom board or on the windows, whatever would be preferred. To begin, we will read the book. I have included a link to a YouTube video reading the book, but we can also have the physical book to meet diverse learners. To begin, yes, this will be the book. It is called The Meteorologist and Me. Then after the book, we will proceed into a group discussion once more, basically highlighting these questions right here. What information from the book can help us with our predictions? What is a prediction? And what is a meteorologist's job? After our discussion, we'll go ahead and proceed to our activity. So our weather predictions. As a whole class, we will have a poster board up of the image on the left hand side. So this will be printed out and posted somewhere in the classroom for everyone to view. On the Friday before the new school week starts, students will submit predictions as a group in the classroom weather report board. So as a group on that Friday before the new week, students will go ahead and make their predictions. Students will also have their own weekly weather report paper. That way they can fill out individually. At the end of the week, they will compare and contrast them together. So then after that 1 week closing discussion, at the end of the week, the class will compare and contrast their weekly reports with the correct weather report of the week. So the teacher will provide the given weather report that we get from the meteorologist. Here we will all connect the previous and new knowledge, as well as discuss any patterns that were discovered. And we will also focus on these questions right over here. Activity number 3, we have weather talk. So this will involve the students engaging in more of a open discussion, I guess you can say. Pencils, video production equipment, internet access, and blank pieces of paper. We will begin by viewing these 2 videos. We will engage into a discussion, and then once more we will view this video. It's a video about a kid. He's doing his own weather forecast report. After that, the students will have the opportunity to do their own weather forecast report. So each student will have an important job. Each student will be included, and the equipment will be provided to them. And the entire activity, they will actually be doing a forecast segment for their neighbor classroom. And then they will be able to go show it to their classroom next door. Then after that, they will have a closing discussion. At the very end of this activity, the students will have the opportunity to write about the weather forecast, what a weather forecaster does, and why their job is important. Students will be doing this by writing a 2 to 4 sentence on a blank piece of paper. This should be done individually. The fourth and final activity is a weather diorama. So materials will be pencils, crayons, markers, glue, scissors, tape, any common arts and craft supplies, a cardboard box for each student, Google Chromebooks, internet access, and imagination. So here will be the introduction website we will use for this activity. It has a few videos and games that students will be able to have access to. Then we will lead into a group discussion, and these will be our main questions. Anything interesting someone would like to share about the website, or any videos. Did anyone know any of the information before the videos? So was anyone familiar with any previous knowledge before even viewing those videos? And what weather types did they talk about? So the activity for this one will be a weather diorama. So each student will have the opportunity to select a weather condition of their choice, and basically it is an open-ended activity. They will select right over here. The student selected, I believe, snow. So then they highlighted snow, what type of weather conditions it would be, how it would look. So each student will pick their own weather condition and create a diorama highlighting the weather condition they have selected. Once they have done so, students will be able to present their weather diorama to the entire class, and once again we will have a closing discussion focusing on these questions. So that is my final activity. Over here I have these two forms of assessments. One is a form of a Google Forms quiz, and the other one is a written paper. Also, with the written paper, they're able to draw a picture to help relate the text to the images. Right over here are the standards that are seen within these activities. We have the Common Core standards, investigation and experimentation, ELA third grade writing standards, reading standards, and NGSS standards that are addressed within these activities. The cross-curricular subjects. So here is a list of some of the subjects that were introduced in all of these 4 activities over here: social studies, art, math, reading comprehension, and English. Here on my last tab I have resources. Some of these resources were used within the activities, and some are other resources to help elaborate more on the subject. So we have WeatherWiz for kids. This is the website that was used in activity 4. Here are a few more websites, and here are some PowerPoints for the students, as well as some images. So yeah, that is my activity science center. So I hope you enjoyed, and thank you.